Good morning, and welcome to Sunday Soul Talks with Lori Tivitot. My voice is still a mess because I've been laughing, been yelling, because I've been having so much fun. I'm in, it's at Round Lake in Canada, Ontario. They call it Killaloo. Good morning, Cher. I have been having the best time. It has been so much fun with all of Jeannie first, and all of her family. Tosh, Steve, and the kids are staying here with us. So we've been, and her new lady that helps her, love this woman. Oh my God, I just love her. I know I can hear my granddaughter saying, you love everybody, but I do love this woman. But good morning, Cynthia. Yeah. Oh, let me show you the lake. So I'm on the screen. Look at that. So way out there, my phone, 2 years ago, I dropped my brand new iPhone out there. But that's the first thing I think of when I look out there. But, okay. So, Julie and Dave are Jeannie's cousins, and they live on the opposite side, directly across this lake. So yesterday, I was just going for a kayak ride. Good morning. And Jeannie says, "Oh, why don't you take Talia with you?" I said, does she want? She goes, "I'll come." So she gets, Talia is 10. She decides, we're going to go to Julie and Dave's, and we're going to be the first ones to go there. She's 10. This lake is not small. You can't even see Julie and Dave's from here. So this is what I'm noticing. And this is what I wanted to say last week. Tell Jean, I will tell her. This is the first morning she's actually slept in, I think, because she's up with her trainer. Oh my gosh, I worked out with her trainer on Friday. He actually came here. She does 3 days on Zoom, and Monday and Friday he's here. So we're gonna do that on Monday too. Oh, it was so good. It felt so good. I used to exercise Monday through Friday for 10 years. I did it with Denise Austin, and I stopped. Anyway, when I left home, Maine, and went to Florida, basically it all. So, I was biking when we first got there, but there's not even a hill in Florida. It's not, I feel like I'm not doing it. Anyway, so last week I wanted to say that what I've been noticing is our minds it's looking for disagreement. It literally is looking for disagreement. So what happened, I was going to say this last week, and I got off topic, of course. So Hannah had got stung by a bee on our way to the boat on Eli's birthday. So I said to her, the stinger wasn't in there, but I got stung by bees when I was a kid. We had a lot of clover in our yard, and I used to step on all the time. I'd come running in. Mom would put me up we had a washer in our bathroom that was in the trailer, and she'd put me up there and get the peroxide out. And sometimes the stinger wasn't. So I said, I'll go get some peroxide back at the house, which is a hike to go back. No, that's going to hurt me. So it's going to hurt. And I'm like, peroxide, it's not alcohol. It's not going to hurt. It's going to draw the stinger out. It's going to make some bubbles. She goes, I don't. So I said, okay, fine. She goes, well, see, what I've noticed is there's a protest, but it really wants what's being said. So good morning, Nemo, back by popular the LT Hour, Emmy nominated and Oscar worthy. Love ya. Thank you very much for dropping by. I love you, Tammy Kins. Emmy nominated. So when I ended up saying, okay, I'll go, but I got stopped by different people and I was talking. She ends up yelling, Lolly, aren't you going to go get it? I've been waiting, which she didn't even want it at first. Well, yesterday I'm on the kayak and Talia's on the kayak next to me. So we're heading out there and she decides we're going to Julian Dave's. I'm like, are you sure? She goes, yep, we're going to be the first ones to do this. Okay. But I'm not attached to it. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, that's okay too. I'm not home yet, Peter Henry. 1 week. Next Sunday, guys. I might be doing this from an airport. Next Sunday, I'm going to be 11:25 is when my flight takes off. So I'm not sure. I don't know if I can do this in the airport. Anyway, so look, you guys, I'm bringing it back. But Cynthia says, good morning, Peter. So we are out to those islands, the first island, which is the closest. And she goes, I think we should turn around. And I said, okay, we'll turn around. She goes, no, we're not turning around. I'm not a quitter. Okay, that's the first time. Peter says hi. Oh, you guys can see that. So we go, I don't know, 10 more minutes. She's like, I really think we should turn around. And I said, okay, I'm not going to argue with her. She goes, no, we're not going to turn around. We're going. I said, okay. So we're getting further each time. And I said, so the third time, we're even closer. We can actually see where we're going now. And she goes, good morning, Pamela. Thanks for being here. So she goes, okay, we have to turn around. And I'm like, okay. She goes, no, we're not going to turn around. I said, what do you have, schizophrenia or something, kid? So she goes, I'm not a quitter. So then she wants to tie up together. And she goes, first of all, she wants to switch boats. Now she's on the kayak that's on top of the water, and I don't like them. I like the ones that you get inside. I do kayak with my legs on top, but I don't like the ones that I just like to be in it because your butt is right in the water. I just feel more stable. That's what I'm used to. And Sherry, I didn't flip upside down, but I had that thought when Peter says, you look like a girl that used to live with me. When we left Maine, he went south and I went north. And we haven't seen each other. Oh, yes, we have. We've done FaceTime. Quite a bit, actually. So, she says she's going to jump she wants to switch kayaks. I'm like, absolutely not. I picked this one because I want this one. She's like, please. I'm like, no. And then she says, I'm going to jump into it. I'm like, so I wouldn't go near her. I flipped a kayak with Sherry in the redwoods. I said, nope, this is not going to happen again. So I'm away from her. And every time, it's so easy for me to paddle easily. And I'm going ahead of her, and she don't like that. The competition in these kids, oh my God, having to be first, having to be the one. You're the same with kayaking. I get it, Pam. I get it. I've been kayaking a lot in my life on water like that. Not the river thing like Jerry. I thought I was an avid kayaker until we went. Actually, I really did. Till I went to that river in the Redwood Forest. I'm not an avid kayaker. I'm a maybe a princess kayaker. Because I like easy, but I can go forever. Anyway, so I wouldn't get near her. And she's like, Lori. And she actually started crying. I didn't realize it at first, but I would not. She wanted to tie up. And I was like, you can't. We don't even have rope. We cannot tie up. I was thinking she was wanting to be beside me. Turns out she wanted to hook up the back of my kayak has like a handle thing, and hers does too. And she wanted to hook them together. Come join me for breakfast. I wouldn't be there for breakfast, dear. I am a long ways away. So when I saw she was crying, I went over to her and I said, you promise you're not going to jump in my kayak because I don't want to flip this thing. Because immediately when we got in, she wanted my life jacket because her butt was hurting. It wasn't long before she was saying her butt hurt. She hadn't eaten breakfast, which her mother's constantly saying, eat breakfast. She hadn't eaten. She didn't bring anything to drink. She just jumped in and said, we're going across this lake. So there was a lot of lessons learned for this little girl. It was awesome. So when I got close to her, she's like, please, can we tie up? So we tied up. Well, actually, she had decided we're turning around. I said, whatever you want. She goes, yeah, I can't make it. Can't make it there and back because I brought that to her attention. We still have to go back. So she decided to turn around. That's when we hooked up, and I'm powering. I said, girl, you are so lucky this lake has stayed calm because this lake has been like wind and choppy. Yeah, I mean, it's been like, it looked like an ocean when I first got here. It was so bad. Windy, cold. The first 4 days here, I didn't even go outside barely, except to walk. And I used Jeannie's winter coat to walk with Stephen. Oh my God, I could not deal. It was freezing when I first got here. And so it only got nice Friday and Saturday so far. And today is beautiful again. But the lake stayed calm all day. We were so freaking lucky because she would not have been. Anyway, so we're going back and trying to do this tied up. It was a nightmare. I said, okay, girl, we are paddling more than if we were separated. So she ended up taking us apart. And then she goes, can you call my dad, my mom? So we called. Nobody's answering. So it turns out that her mom, she had seen us go by because her mom's cottage is on the other side. It's rented out most of the time, but yesterday was the transition before the new people came in. So she wanted to go over there and see, and they had a huge crowd of people that were having a blast over there, even though they were even in the water as cold as it was. But there was like, I don't know how many people were there. And she ended up being pleasantly surprised that she's had really good people. They're making memories up at this lake. These people came from 5 hours away. So she was on the dock when we went by and she was yelling at us. I can't, my ear is still completely plugged. Good morning. Cynthia says hi. Jeannie says hi. So I went out. Peter says, are you doing your call? Yeah. He says, you're look like a girl that I used to know. Peter. You're Peter? Oh. Very funny. Very funny. So anyway, finally we unhooked and then she wanted to call mom and dad. So I called them, and then nobody answered, so I called Janie, and they were already en route because the key was over here. Even before Tash said she felt that we didn't come back yet, so Talia wanted to eat breakfast over it. Dave and Julie's, that's what she thought she was going to do. So she gets on the jet ski with her dad, and her mom gets on her kayak, and I did the whole thing. The whole thing. We did not make it across the lake, but very close. And I'm fine. I really thought I was going to have some kind of issue, but oh my God, this body. So gratitude for your body is key. Gratitude. How many times do we beat it up because it doesn't look right? Constantly, it's not enough. That's that bottom line to who we think we are. That bottom line is, it's not, the first belief is I'm not enough. So, and nothing that we do it's always not enough. So it ended up being a beautiful kayak with both of with Talia and with Tash. And then last night, I know you do, honey. It's been taking a long time for me to love this body. And Phoebe has really accelerated what she's going through in that hospital. Actually, she's going into rehab this week, you guys. She's walking on her own. They took her out of Albany back to Glens Falls, and she's only going to be in the hospital a little bit more, and then they said she was going to be in there till December. She's going to rehab, and she will be continued because her health is better. So now she's just needs to get that body back, and her fingers, I guess, are going to take. They said up to a year to fall off, but I don't think it's going to take. I don't know. It's shedding skin a lot. So, yeah, so what Phoebe's going through is really making me appreciate this body. Every step, every kayak, thank you so much. Gratitude for it, for getting you through to experience this unbelievable life. If you're having a hard time stuck in your head, thinking, when you're stuck in your head, the thoughts are, I'm a victim of life. I shouldn't be where I'm at right now. That could not be further from the truth. Life has you exactly where you're meant to be. It's your mind that's fighting it, that's saying it's wrong, that's causing all your pain and suffering. There is no pain and suffering if you look at life as a gift, which it is. Not everybody, we get chosen to be here. We're privileged to be here. And people say it's so hard. It really isn't when you stop fighting it and accept what is. That's called flowing, going with the flow. Anything that comes up that makes the trigger inside, makes you immediately want to blame somebody or something or life for how much misery you're in, it's not life. It's not anybody that's causing you pain. That pain is already in you, and that's a trigger that's been hit. That's called a trigger, is what's living in you. It was put down when you were a kid. If you do not let yourself blame somebody else, that's when you're going to grow. If you blame somebody for how you're feeling, you will not grow. You will not come back to the love that you already are and have always been. And as you realize the love that you are and have always been, it's magical. It's every minute is, you're not trying to calculate the next minute or you're not trying to control anything. You're just being. We get so caught in our heads that we forget how to be. We don't even know how to be because we're so caught up in the thoughts of yesterday and not wanting that to happen again. So you're going to try to control the future, which doesn't exist. So it won't happen again. Okay, so Peter Henry, you blame yourself for not getting any bacon. Exactly, Cynthia. Going with the flow is effortless. There's no effort in it. You literally just find yourself where you're meant to be. Life puts you where you're meant to be. Always. It's your thoughts saying it shouldn't be this way, which causes all the sadness, the regret, like I said with the scam. Anybody who hears about it, they're automatically, oh, I'm so sorry that happened. No, don't be sorry. Because I'm not. I am not sorry it happened. You're a good husband, Peter. Yes, he is. After all these years, after being young teenagers, 14 years old when we met, you can't, Jeannie is like, what? It's just unheard of. And then we think about my mom having the 8mm movies with him in the bus line, and I didn't even know him, went to the same school. Jordan Acres School was we had pods for our classes. So in 3rd grade is when I started going there, and there were 3 different teachers, but they were in the same room, but they were separated, different pods, 3 different teachers. But we switched during the day. We switched to different teachers for math or whatever. And when we talk about 5th grade with Mr. Weaver, we both had Mr. Weaver. We didn't even, we were in the same pod, didn't even know each other. I remember him coming into Welby's. That was a long time ago, right? Welby's drugstore. Yep, that was back in the day. That was after I went to hairdressing school, and I couldn't find a hairdressing job, so I became the cosmetologist at Welby's. So I took care of all the makeup and all the hair stuff, all that. That's what I was hired for. But they got rid of that job quickly, and I became the front end manager. I ran the front end. And then I became the bookkeeper, which I made my own hours. I was able to go in early, get all the books done from the day before, and get out and do hair before the kids got home from school. And then that Welby's got sold to Hannaford. Not sold. It was already a Hannaford. Welby's got sold. So this probably doesn't make any difference to anybody. It got sold, and they became Rite Aids, except for the Brunswick. There was 2 that didn't get sold. You were stalking me. We were in the line in school, the bus stop line. You didn't know me. We did not know each other. Anyway, our Welby's became Shop and Save at that point. Owned by Hannaford Brothers, and on Railroad Avenue in Brunswick, I ended up working in there for a very short time, and then I went to Yarmouth because I couldn't. They were having me work till 11 p.m. And it wasn't like working till 11 p.m. Then having to go in at 7 a.m. the next morning. Anyway, I was in the office, and so then we opened up the new Hannaford in Brunswick, my boss and I. And the whole reason I am on this different way of thinking trip is because I was going to sabotage my life, because I was going to leave Peter when my kids were 6 and 10. working at the New Hannaford, and there was a bread guy that was paying attention to me, and this infatuation came up, and he was feeding my ego he was saying things that were no different than Peter said, but my mind accepted it from Peter, he's just Peter. Oh my God. That's how delusional our minds are. I would have left. I was actually thinking of leaving my husband and my 2 kids that were 6 and 10 to go with a guy that I really didn't even know. And my boss, Howard, said, I feel Peter's pain, because he could see the flirtation going on. I feel Peter's pain. And that just made me go, whoa, whoa. And then I started, and he was getting a divorce, so him and I got to talk. We would go to lunch at the China Rose and talk for hours. Literally, we would go to lunch and be there for 3 hours. And he was helping me to see I was looking for love outside of myself. You either look for it, you're seeking for it in shopping, in drinking, in drugs, in anything worldly. Another relationship is the most powerful. Because you think it's that person that loves you. It is not true. It is not true. The other person is not. You might give them credit for making me happy, but as soon as the infatuation stage is done, you're right back to the same old thoughts that were already there. It's all about thoughts. It's all about the beliefs you have about yourself. And the number one belief is, I'm not enough. That's what the false self, the Lori character, the little me that took on this belief of who I am. It's not who we are. I mean, it's who we get to play here. And this whole message is about coming back to the reality that you are love itself. And you're not going to find it. I don't care what you buy, what you drink, you're never going to find it in this world. Not in another relationship. As hard as that was for me. Because I thought that's what love was. That infatuation, the butterflies, all that. I thought that's what love was. If you give somebody else credit for how you're feeling, then you're going to blame them when you feel like shit again. And it's going to come back because those thoughts they're grooved in your mind. They are a groove. It's a pattern of thought that you believe yourself to be this person that is not good enough. And I'm telling you, nothing in this world can fill that void. You have to go inside and realize you are the love you've been looking for. You are it. Okay, that's exactly it. Fill the ego. That's the only thing it can do. Exactly. It can't make you happy. Nothing can make you happy. Happiness is what you are. I mean, we have all kinds of emotions. This body goes through so much emotions depending on how you're thinking and believing. It's not what happens in life. It's how you react to what happens in life that causes you either pain or joy. It's reaction. If you love me some bacon, go get your bacon, honey. Go get your bacon. I don't even know why you're still here listening. You never listen to this. Oh, there's Teddy. Dogs. What? I think he probably... Does he have to go out? Yeah, he has to go to the bathroom. Okay, I'll let him out. You sure? Yeah. Because I can too. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to be quiet. Yeah, Teddy goes out all by himself. The dog's here. Dogs. That's the happiness. That dogs are happy. right? That wagging tail, they don't, you could beat the crap out of them and they still wag their tail and are happy. They still love you. They don't hold on to any resentment. The resentment comes in when your mind, your thoughts are beating you up for something you did wrong or something they did wrong or something. It's all about wrong. It's all about doing something wrong. You cannot do anything wrong. It's not possible. If you can hold on to that in the back of your mind, knowing that life doesn't get anything wrong, and life is doing all of us. I mean, we still have that intellect that gets involved, and it's not wrong either, because everything that seemingly hurts is a lesson. It's a lesson if you're open to learning and not blaming. As long as you don't blame somebody else for how you're feeling, to refuse to let it, it's going to wanna. It's always wanting. It's so easy to blame somebody. But you'll stay stuck in the prison. And I don't want that for you. If you're staying here and listening to this, that life is wanting you to hear this, or you wouldn't be. You'd have shut it off by now. Well, I will remember this day for... Okay, honey. You remember it. You mean when I tell you that you've done something wrong? Yeah, did you notice the last time we had a rip-roaring... I did not react. And that's what I've been asking for. When he was yelling at me, I saw clearly it was coming from his 3-year-old not getting what he wanted. All the thoughts of how, directly from his childhood, when you see that, you don't have to play the game anymore. And the game turns out fun instead of painful. But if it's painful, it's okay. Let it be. And know that that pain is not in vain. That pain is not in vain. It's not, the pain is directing you to show you to go inside. Inside is where it's at. Why is this bothering me? And refuse to let it blame somebody else. Just refuse. And if it blames somebody else, that's okay too, because that gives that person a chance to go within and realize its 3-year-old is acting up. That's why we're all walking each other home. Every single person that causes me pain, that seemingly causes me pain, now that I do not blame them. And as you blame them, then you want to go to somebody else. It loves to have allies. I notice it wants to have allies to talk about that person and how horrible they are. No. Nobody's a horrible person. Nobody is evil. Nobody. They are put there for you. And the more you fight it, the more you're in pain. If you open up to, okay, take a breath. Okay, what am I needing to learn here right now? What is this? Good morning, Kimberly. I had a rough day yesterday. I totally got myself through it. I did shift my thoughts even through the tears. Oh, Serena. Not me. Oh, nope, not me. I love you. I love you too, girlfriend. Thanks for being here. I love that you got yourself. Okay, when I was in Spain, I was at a 14-day silent retreat. Yes, it was a silent retreat. I wasn't really silent for most of it, but I mean, anyway, I didn't call anyone, did it on my, that's empowering, girlfriend. Do you feel the power that gives you not blaming somebody else? When I was in Spain, I was talking sometimes when I wasn't supposed to be, and there was one guy that was apparently he was building stuff against me, and it was towards the end of the retreat when something was going on, and I said something, and he goes, "Will you shut the fuck up?" And he yelled it right across the room at me, and it made all the women cower. Like, that's why I say it was beautiful. It made us cower to like we were children again, being yelled at by our parents. It brought us right back to that. And I excused myself and went back to we were in, it's called Hidden Paradise. If you ever want to go somewhere beautiful, Hidden Paradise in Spain is magical. I was in a tree house. I was living in a tree house with my girlfriend. And so I walked back to the treehouse and feel really good today. That's shedding the layers of the Kim girlfriend. I cannot tell you how much joy that brings me. Oh my God. Okay, so after he yelled, I excused myself, and Lisa, the one who was running it, Lisa Carnes, she's a non-duality teacher. She was devastated. She didn't like to put herself in a chair above, but she changed the whole thing. And I was like, Lisa, no, this was exactly what was meant to be for everybody. So I went and I was crying, but not really. I knew that this was bullshit. I was stuck in my head I could see the thoughts coming of, if she doesn't come see me, she doesn't care. And I'm looking at these thoughts going, what? I wanted to be special, because Lisa and I got to know each other because I was asking her after I woke up, after I asked my parents, oh my God, Howard said he could feel Peter's pain. So, because he saw what was going on with me and Bobby. So I ended up going, somehow I got into non-duality, and Lisa Carnes came across my screen of consciousness. So I ended up asking her billions of questions. I needed to learn. I wanted to learn. I wanted to understand what non-duality meant. And it means not two. That means the oneness. We aren't separate from anybody else. There's no separation. Every single person is your mirror. So I ended up going to sitting in there going through all of this, and the crying turned into laughter. It literally turned into laughter, because I realized these thoughts are bullshit. None of them were true. That was after my Byron Katie retreat, which was 9 days of silence, kind of, but you have to do the work with people. It's a regimented, it helped me along the way, but I don't, maybe part of me uses it. Well, when she said you can't do it wrong, that's one that I hung on to. That, and life has got your back always and in all ways. It's got your back. The universe, you could look at it as it's all wrong, or it's either against you, you're a victim of it, or for you. And it's literally for you, no matter what is going on. If you're open to this message, you will see that every single thing that's happening is for your awakening. And the more painful it is, the more suffering you're going through, the better it is. Because Because eventually you're just like, okay, I'm done. What is this? I can't take this anymore. What is going on? What are you trying to teach me? That's it. The minute you start asking the questions, what are you trying to teach me? What is this? That's going inside yourself. That's it. That's the best. That's the answers are all inside of you. Completely inside of you. Do you want me to make you a breakfast sandwich, Steve? I'm going to go on over on the porch. That way, because I got breakfast going. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. It's so beautiful out there. And her cabin is beautiful. I don't know if I can, no. It's just so beautiful here. Take my pick. Where do I want to sit? I am so blessed. And that's another thing. As you find that love that you are, people like to be around you. I literally had so many people wanting me to be with them. This is all, I'm shaking my head like, what? And I'm just being myself. These people, Dave and Julie, Dave came up here because I was coming. He wasn't going to come because he has to go back to work today. But he came on Friday. It's 4.5 hours from where he lives, almost 5 hours. He came because I was coming. What? And when we hugged goodbye yesterday, we were just exchanging our hugs and love. Just not because they did something for me or what. Pure love back and forth. I see you. I see you. That I see you. As you see you, you see them. Then the triggers are gone because the judgment of them, you see that you're not judging yourself anymore. You're accepting yourself for who you are. Your mind's not beating you up and saying you did it wrong or they did it wrong to you or they're doing you're not in their business anymore. You're just in yours. And that love is so, everybody wants it. And they think I have it, but I'm pointing you guys back to right inside yourself. I don't have anything you don't have. You have it. You are it. You are it. Every single one of you are it. And Paul, next door, Jeannie's cousin, it's Jeannie's mom's sister's son. That's why she's here. That's an amazing story how she got this property is where it all started for her when she was young from her aunt Jeannie, who's named after her. Oh no, she's named after Jeannie. She's named after her aunt. And the whole family is up here now. It's just so beautiful. So, the whole story about how she got this it's just crazy. That's another thing. When you're not plotting or looks like I got breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. They're having breakfast, but I'm not having breakfast. The synchronicities. Synchronicities are happening anyway, but you don't notice them when you're in your head and feeling like the victim of life. You don't even notice them. So as you start waking up, you notice synchronicities. It's like, ooh, wow. Oh, thank you, Kim. I have had so much outpouring from everybody. Just the love has been off the charts. It's so, It's been quite the journey, but it's been a beautiful one. It's so worth every cry, every pain, every suffering. It's worth every bit of it to come back to the love that you are. And I'm not saying I'm got it all down. I have no idea. I'm just going minute by minute. It's not even day by day. It's minute by minute. You have no idea what's coming, but your mind starts, like when I'm in a conversation with somebody and I can tell when they're stuck in the patterns of thought. And then I just mention a different way to look at it. And they look at me and go, I never thought of it that. Oh, those words are music to my ears when somebody says, I never thought of it that way. It's literally music because I know that eventually your mind just does it on its own. It's called alchemy. Actually, it was Phoebe that got me to realize what alchemy was, because I will go into a situation and there's a turning around of, it looks through the ego, the thoughts, the patterns of thought, that it's terrible, but I know it's not. At this point, I know it's not terrible. If I miss a flight, like, you just know each thing, like, like, like going across the lake. I didn't know if I was going to make it across that lake. I had no idea. And with the whole turnaround of it was beautiful. It was beautiful. All of it. I feel such genuine kindness from you. I care. You're helping others. That's my number one thing, is wanting, because when you realize the love that you are, the kindness, it's automatic. It's who you are. Kindness is our natural state. Good morning, Steve. What? Oh yeah, he just ran through. I haven't seen Pepper. Pepper's another dog next door. The dogs all, dogs. There we go. You turn dog around, it's God. And to me, God is not a man in the sky damning us to hell for the bad things we do. Absolutely not. That's what we're taught. So that's why we think we're doing life wrong. Talia, where you going? Okay. None of it is wrong. Even if it looks like it, I'll just hug her and say, I love you. It's the mind when it's angry and blaming and thinking that it's being victimized by somebody else. Love is the number one thing it fights. It does, like that lady that yelled at me back in last June. Wanting to throw pepper spray in my face. All that came was compassion, because I knew she was in her head of, she's a victim of me. Oh, and I just had compassion for her because I knew she's miserable. And I can't, you have to want it and refuse to blame somebody else. That's it. You have to want it. And anybody who's kept on these videos, obviously you want it. Obviously, because your ego would be like, she's full of shit. She doesn't know what she's talking about. It would not entertain this at all because it knows its days are numbered. The ego is the judging machine. It's judging every moment, good, bad, right, wrong, which everything just is. The good, bad, right, wrong is what this does. And if it literally, everything just is. Just is. The stories that are made about it is all from your mind. That bird has been going crazy every morning. Hear it? Every single morning it does this. It seems like it's in distress, but it can't be day after day, right?
Car alarm.
Right? I didn't even think about that. It sounds like that's hilarious. Okay. I think I'm all done. I know it's early, but it seems like there's nothing left. It was good, though. It was so good. I had titled it something before because I was early. So I was sitting there and, it was Don't Die with Your Music Still in You. That's what I named it. Look at that, you guys. I brought back everything today. I didn't get off track. I don't think I've dropped anything. I was sitting around the fire next door. Not the fire. I was sitting by the water with everybody yesterday next door. And I was saying, we were dropping things left and right. I was with the two guys and we were laughing so much that my gut was hurting. And we were mid-sentence. We would forget what we were saying. And I said, I do a Facebook Live video on Sundays. And I said, these people, I can't even believe they stick with me. Because I drop things I'm saying so many times. God, that's why I appreciate you guys so much. So much. But I did. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate every single person who entertains this thought, this process that we're going through together. I feel like we're going through a process together because because I'm definitely different than I was even a year ago, even 6 months ago. And you, of course, you're coming along because you have no choice. If you're watching this, you're coming along. And Kim, you notice it. You are noticing. That's it. Byron Katie all said, "Are you noticing? Notice, notice." Thank you. Have a thank you guys. You guys all have a fantastic week. And next Sunday, I'll just post it. I don't know because I'm going to be in the airport. I would imagine I'm either going to be on the way to the airport or at the airport. I wonder if we'd be open to Saturday morning at 9. Send me a message if that would be okay for you. I don't mind doing that Saturday morning. That way I won't have to even think about the airport. If you want to. Or we can just skip it. Because that's okay too. It's not going to be wrong no matter what it is. Life's either going to have me do it or not. I never know. We don't know. That's another thing I learned from Katie, this I know mind. It thinks it knows. Oh, I know. No, it does not know. When you say, I know what, blah, 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 you know you're coming from your head. Not this. That love does not have a judgment on it, on the whatever's happening. It has no judgment. It's the judgment that takes away the love that you are. That's it. Okay. Mwah. I will see you sometime soon. I love you guys. Bye.